Bam. So how's everyone doing today?
Man, I got here a bit early. I think I was a little bit tired this week, or from just moving from the weekend and Dave's party and everything else going on. So it's just been a long week.
You mean like a regular person?
Yeah, almost. Yeah. So it's feeling a bit tired.
Hi, Luann.
Lulu.
It's Ricky's mom.
Oh, okay. The wrong Lulu, but cool.
Okay.
I thought it was Lou there who comes to the club. I always have
She's
to yell
intense. I like her.
Yeah. So I mean, just a little bit wiped out, and so decided to take it easy a little bit this afternoon, and came in early and worked on some emails and different things like that.
It's important to do that.
Yeah, I think it's important. I tell people all the time, like, and actually I talked about that a little bit in the last. I did a solo style of podcast for the other one.
Yeah.
Because usually on this one here, we're sort of trying to interact with everybody and whatnot. So on this one here, it was just sort of a little bit of a discussion on, goals and why some people sometimes get frustrated. I was talking, because actually this conversation sort of started with Adam during one of the mornings, and we were talking about like fitness goals and how sometimes when there's like social stereotypes that kind of fit out there with fitness goals, people can get like these unrealistic expectations. Like, for example, if you're doing a workout, if I said to you, we're going to do weights, we're going to work out 3 times a week, like most people start to think like, okay, I'm going to get jacked, I'm going to get abs, I'm going to get, I'm going to look ripped, et cetera, right? But the reality is like, if you want to take it to that type of extreme, like, that's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole other sport. And that's a whole other level of commitment, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I think like, for people who want to.
Hi, Caroline.
Oh, there's Caroline.
She's always watching.
Yeah, she's always watching. For people who sort of want to make the commitment to a healthier lifestyle, you don't necessarily have to get to those extremes, or you don't have to fit into those stereotypes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for a lot of people, a healthier lifestyle just means, increasing mobility, increasing flexibility, increasing the leg strength. Like you should be able to get in and out of your boat without, having a difficult time, right?
Right.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Scott says abs like mine.
Yeah, abs like mine. He is definitely one of our success stories here at Sudbury MMA.
This is
Right?
Yeah.
Pan Am silver medalist.
I think it's important to know too, like everyone's ideal of health is different.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what I mean. I think like especially in this day and age where people are so influenced by social media. Social media. Southenders, come out to New Sudbury and check out some real music and martial arts.
I played your playlist last night.
Yeah, and people are jacked. We're jacked.
It was
probably.
awful.
No.
It was very slow.
Which one?
Like the one that we played on Sunday.
That wasn't slow.
It was all like remixes, but it was all acoustic.
Oh,
I almost fell asleep. Anyways, sorry.
No. So anyway, as you were saying, like, with the heavy influence of social media, if I said to you, what's the first thing that pops in your mind? Weightlifter, weights, you're thinking about a big jacked person, et cetera, right? So, here you are working hard at doing some weights in the mornings a few times a week, and, you don't hit those massive gains like you think you're supposed to be hitting, and then you can get discouraged. When in reality, and I see it in our own members, I see it even in myself, you do weights 2 or 3 times a week, and you add some martial arts training into that, and 6 months later, you are much more fit, your mobility is much better, your flexibility is increased, and your general overall health, not to mention all the mental health, benefits increase exponentially, right? I see Sophie mentioning over there.
Both of us are about to agree we should not compare our own journey to others. I say this to a lot of people because a lot of people are like, well, this person's doing this and they've been here longer than me. I'm like, does it matter?
No, 100%.
Because you're doing your own journey and everyone's got their own reasons to be in martial arts or to be doing fitness, and it may be similar to someone else, but every body type is different. Everyone has a different routine, a different lifestyle. There's similar points, but it's always going to be different. So it's so important not to compare.
Yeah, and like Sophie mentions, like a lot of people tend to compare ourselves to others, and it's funny because like when people come in to check out the classes, one of the things that I say all the time is like, they're like, can I just watch? I'm like, no, you cannot just watch.
Yeah.
And maybe they think I'm being pushy, and I'm not at all. If anything, I'm trying to help them, because a lot of times when people start to just watch a class, where their eyes get drawn to
Yeah.
are the freak show animals that are kicking pads like beasts, or kicking a bag like a beast, or the two young guys that are rolling at, Mach speed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then, so the average person who wants to get involved in this for recreation purposes, they're like, oh my God, like I can't do that.
Mhm.
And then it kind of sets it, have a good shift on.
See you later tonight for
Yeah.
a great workout.
The, people start to put that in their mind that they're like,
they
I
set
can't do it.
unrealistic expectations for themselves.
Yeah.
And it's super discouraging.
Yeah. So I mean, and like I tell people, you want to see something funny, come and watch me in the mornings, try and do all these Chris Cote style burpees where you're jumping up, putting your feet clapping and whatever else you're doing. Like, and at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, cool, man. Like, I'm trying to practice what I preach here. Like, anybody can do this. You just have to come out and give it a try. And that's where we come in to kind of help encourage you guys and make it better. And like I was talking about in the podcast, sometimes, if people want to take things to like a pro level, and, we can set that up and help them achieve those goals by either opening up doors and guiding them that way. Or if people, even in fitness, we've had some people come in, they've attained great levels of fitness here. And then next thing you know it, they're like, you know what? I want to try something else that has scared me, but I've always been interested in.
Mm-hmm.
And I use one person, I'll kind of keep them nameless, but they got heavily involved into CrossFit after, because, they came here, they felt good about what they were doing. After about a year, they got in great shape. And then they're like, you know what? I want to keep on challenging myself. And then they sort of got involved with CrossFit too, and, doing all kinds of other crazy things. So, I mean, like, we were sort of just happy to be part of the, of their journey. And you know what? They're still training here too. And it's okay to do multiple things. And that's how, at the end of the day, like, the people who are doing multiple sports and multiple disciplines and multiple martial arts, like, they're the ones who are actually getting the overall benefits of training, right? So,
and I think the cool thing about martial arts is that it's lifelong. I don't know, I was talking about this yesterday with someone about how jiu-jitsu and kickboxing and all that stuff, it's not just about the next year or 6 months or 3 months. Like, it's literally your goals evolve and change throughout your lifetime with martial arts. And I think that's really cool. So it's easy. Hello, Uncle Darren. So it's
Uncle Darren in the house.
Yeah. So it makes it even more fun to be able to set goals, and like to evolve your goals is really important, to update your goals once you hit something, and not just be like, okay, well, I'm ready for something else. Like, through martial arts, you can always enhance them and do more fun stuff. I see, you know what, Sophie, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We have someone else, RP Burrows. True enough, other people can be intimidating, but at the same time, learn a lot from watching. 100%. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, some people will sometimes ask, like, because we have some of our well, not that there's fighting going on now because of with COVID and everything, but we have some of our fighters that train in the same class as our recreational people. Two things. Number one, I believe it keeps them humble. Fighters should be humble. If they start to think they're too good to train with other people, that's a whole other problem. But also, like, that's a whole other podcast. But I mean, like, when you have these people training with other people of different levels, like, you get to see, and you're like, man, that person inspires me, and I want to be able to kick like that person or whatnot too, right? And you'll see, the people who are a little bit more advanced, or people that, what we say, walk the path already, they're kind of helping others do the same. Like, we have people, like, I always say Uncle Darren back there was a great example, started jiu-jitsu. Hey, Darren. Back there somewhere. I think he started jiu-jitsu in his early 40s, maybe late 30s. So when people come in and they fit that age category, and they're like, I want to try doing something different, I need to do something different. You got guys like Darren, and they'll be like, hey, I started at this age, and look at what I've accomplished. Look what I'm doing now.
Exactly. And like, I think it's really important. Like, you have to start somewhere, right? You're not going to be the best person the first day, like, and it's everybody starts somewhere. And
my favorite thing that people say, I'm just going to get in shape before I start. Guys, that's what we're here for. That's the
process. That's the fun part of it, is getting in shape and learning a new skill. And
if I had to wait for that, I'd still be waiting. It's like, it takes forever.
Honestly.
It's hard.
Round is a shape.
Yes, 100%. So let's do it, man.
And I think like what you were mentioning about, like, being inspired by other people, it's like, we're a team here. Like, everyone's part of, like, this team, and it's, we build together to be able to achieve more goals and to help other people, like, just achieve greatness. It's awesome.
And vice versa. Like, I'm inspired by some of the young people I work with. Like, I see them going, I'm like, you know what, I can do that. I can do that too. And it pushes me to push harder, because I want to be able to do what they're doing. I want to do it better than what they're doing. You know what I mean? And I want to like, ankle lock them, because, they, and stuff like that, like both martial arts, fitness, like everything,
Yeah.
So guys, don't let that stuff stop you.
We're here to help, and everyone's in it together. Everyone's here because they want to better themselves and they want to do some cool stuff. So
100%.
here we are.
The aside from that, what else has been going on this week? I know it's been a busy week.
It's only Tuesday.
Guys, I can't believe it's December 1st.
I don't want to talk about that. It makes me really sad.
It's unbelievable on where time has been flying. It's gone so fast. Low battery.
About this right time.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Sorry, guys. My phone battery is just the worst.
Yeah. Hopefully people can see us on there. I don't know if we're
They
just.
can see me, and I
Hopefully
think
they're
that's
just not
important,
just looking at the wall. Yeah. No. The December 1st already. It's unbelievable where the time has gone.
We are a big family. One team, one family.
100%. I tell people it's not just a catchphrase.
That's what I liked the most about coming here. It's like I felt like I was part of like a family. It's awesome.
No. Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes we argue. Sometimes we get along. It's always the same.
Yeah.
But this weekend we have kids jiu-jitsu. Yeah, kids jiu-jitsu grading, guys.
Super excited for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're excited because like we throughout a lot of the COVID, we've had the opportunity to kind of revamp our kids curriculums and kids grading systems, and this will be the first time that we have a kids grading right for jiu-jitsu. Yeah. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Kids are testing for their white and yellow belt. Yes. Gray belt, for those of you who pre-COVID remember, gray belt can be an intimidating belt, especially in the competition scene. There's some tough kids out there with gray belts and whatnot. So what we've done, especially right now with COVID and the learning systems that are in place, it could take a little bit longer to get to a competitive level, right? Because you're working with your siblings at best type thing.
Listen,
or you're practicing on a dummy, so that's always So sometimes it's hard to get that true sense of resistance type thing. Dummy doesn't resist as well as somebody else, right? So if
they hit back, then we've got a problem.
Yeah. So the pros to that, we've really been able to focus on technique, and some of these kids are really demonstrating
the sharpest scissors I've ever seen.
They're great. Like I cannot wait to see this like in live training eventually, and see how quickly they get it, because they have done these techniques so much without a resistant partner that like obviously the dummy kind of sits there. And what we do is, as the kids get a little bit better, we give them heavier dummies, so it kind of builds the leg strength. Yeah. And then eventually what'll end up happening is they will scissor people into oblivion when the time comes. So I'm pretty excited for that this time.
We have someone asking if we have open mats during COVID. No, but we do have classes. If you have someone in your bubble, you want to come train with, you guys are more than welcome to come in.
Yeah, there's no open mats right now. Can't be happening type thing, and there's still no contact in training. So unfortunately, unless you have like a family member type thing, that's the only way that you can do any type of contact training. But that being said, don't let that stop you from getting back involved, man.
I think it's important to say too, like, the adults who have been just drilling, that's going to pay dividends as well. Like the kids, we're talking about the kids who are crushing their techniques and stuff. Like we've been able to slow down jiu-jitsu and work on the techniques. And I think even for adults, it's going to be amazing once we're able to live roll again.
Like we have one dummy in particular, Camper, I think his name is. We had to let him rest in peace because like his arm literally got snapped off his body. It's like, so he's a big canvas dummy. That we had one of the big solid ones that actually the buckles, the buckles brought over. Like, and this guy, this particular guy weighed like, I think it was like
120 pounds,
125 pounds, but he felt like he was like 200 pounds. This big dummy. Anyway, I come in one day and like the arm is literally ripped off the dummy. So I'm like, okay, I guess someone's arm locks have gotten quite a bit tougher.
Did you do a funeral?
Yeah. No choice. So yeah, it's been crazy, but it's been good in a lot of things. Like I said. Some guys have really cleaned up and tightened their technique, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Back to the kids. Sorry, just a side note. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the kids jiu-jitsu testing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then next week we have the adult kickboxing testing. That's right. The yellow glove. So for those who are just started, who are excited to go into the yellow glove testing, we have that going on next weekend. So make sure you let us know.
I'm horrible for reminding people in New
Sudbury. Every time.
Yeah, I'm horrible for reminding people in New Sudbury. So guys, if you're in New Sudbury and you've been here for 3-4 months or so and you want to test out for the yellow gloves, by all means, talk to me after class and I'll give you guys all the info on that.
Guys, if you have a question, if you're like, oh, I feel like there's an event going on this weekend, you just have to remind John.
Yep.
That's it.
There usually is something going on. I just can never remember what it is half the time.
That's
So.
okay. We'll get there.
Cool, man. Well, I guess that's about time. Sonia's got to leave to run to the south end. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah,
I
we'll
hope
see you
that
guys next week.
this podcast, and guys, give a listen to the other Podbean podcast. It's strictly audio, no video on that one. But I kind of talk a little bit more in depth about goals and the stereotypes that are out there and how to help us beat those goals
So
and
before we
crush
go,
our goals.
3 seconds. What are your goals for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year.
January is coming up for new year, new you, whatever.
Okay,
What's your goal for the next month?
Excellent. Okay, so I have different styles of goals. I have fitness style goals, and then I have martial arts style goals.
Mm-hmm.
So I could tell you exactly what I'm working on in the different martial arts. Okay, so let's talk about jiu-jitsu first. I'm always trying to improve my leg lock game. That is number one. It is not the best, but I've been working on transitions, and I've been working doing privates on Zoom and stuff like that with people to try and increase my game. I feel as though I'm going to be ripping people's feet off, so watch out for that. That's coming. Kickboxing, believe it or not, I'm trying to play with the spinning back leg kicks because I love that stuff. I will admit that they are nowhere near anywhere what I used to be able to do when I was younger, but I practice by myself.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to, and then one day I'm going to spinning heel kick Sonia in the nose.
No, you won't, because I'll do it first.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the bottle on the head thing, like they, on TikTok that was there for a while, right?
Oh God.
Where they were kicking the bottle cap
Please don't
off.
do it on me.
Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm working on that. Fitness goals, literally trying to strengthen my legs. I keep telling people these legs carry a good 260 around all the time. So a lot of those jumping exercises and the running lunges and the weird burpees that Chris has us do and stuff like that, that's exactly what I'm always trying to work on to strengthen up the leg strength. I want to be able to do, I don't know if you guys know what this is, the pistol squat, the one-legged pistol squats. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
I would love
to.
I would love to be able to do one of those one-legged pistol squats. So right now, I do it, I have the chair to help me support, and then I usually fall. And for those of you who are laughing, Google it, give it a try. Send it to me if you can do it, because it will motivate me to push harder.
Love it. That's great.
Right on, man.
So all that for the rest of the month?
You? No, that's more than a month. That's more than a month's worth there.
Well, my goal at the beginning of the year was to get my blue belt this year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So it's definitely going to be, I guess, longer term for next year. So still working on that. And then otherwise, it's just always trying to improve how to be a better instructor for kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. Those are my main goals are focused on. And then fitness-wise, I think, a big goal of mine.
You were killing the running and stuff like that in the
was.
summertime.
Yes.
And then our in-person classes started again.
Well, I had a little injury that I had to deal with.
Ruined all your...
It was more the injury, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Man, fitness is so much fun. My main goal, and call me crazy if you want, I just want to submit Ricky in the role.
You should.
And that's my goal. That's literally it. That's all I want to do is submit Ricky. That's it.
I see Uncle Darren's writing here. Basically, his goal is to help create more training videos.
Yeah.
So those are coming out. Those are coming out soon.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's simple, sweet and simple. Yeah.
The scarf looks good, eh?
It looks great. It looks cozy. It looks warm.
It is warm. You know what else is warm? Our hoodies. The Army hoodies. SMMA Army. All right, guys. All right, man. Guys, we hope you guys enjoyed the podcast today, the live podcast, and we hope to see you guys in class tonight.
See y'all soon.
See you soon.
Goodbye.